Hello everybody. Today we are going to do a class that I am calling my 5 most favorite band exercises. So today's class you will need a band, a resistant band, and I wanted to show a couple different types here. Some of the exercises you could most certainly use a circle band if you own one of these, but if you don't own a circle band, you can use one of these. It's called a resistant tube, and this one has handles. A lot of people have at home what's called a flat band that's used mostly in more physical therapy type of situations, and it's an open-ended band like this, and it's just really flat and thin. You may want to use one of those if you have them at home, or you could use one like this with handles. Most things you don't need the circle band today, but I will show you how you could use it for a couple of the exercises. So with that, we're going to get started with my 5 most favorite band exercises. We're going to do 3 rounds of each exercise, just 10 reps apiece. So it won't be a fast moving workout today, it will not be a cardio workout today. However, if you have been told by a physician or medical professional to not work out, to not exercise, I would refrain from doing this video. Okay, so have your bands ready to go. We are going to just warm up a little bit. We're going to do 8 squats, some arm circles, and just some other things to warm up the body. So a little squat here. We're going to send our hips back and then squeeze up, just warming up through the hips, the glutes. And if you like to keep your hands on your hips, that's okay. We got 3 more here. We're going to be tapping our right toe out, then our left toe out, circling our arms. Get mobility through the shoulders here, opening up the chest, and maybe increasing our blood flow. We're going to be working into balance as well. Let's come into a modified warrior 3. So step right foot forward, reach left leg back, and extend your arms to me. Just a little bit of stability. Come back in and change your feet through. Reaching out and coming back. My heels hitting the wall behind me. Big reach. And come center. And 1 more. Let's come back into our squat. 8 times squat. Step your feet outside of hips and sitting back and raising up. Feel your feet, especially the outside edges of your heels. Anchor into the ground. We're going to tap left toe, then right toe, circle the arms. Circle, circle, circle. Or maybe an elbow roll. You choose. Let's take 6 more. 6, 5, big breath. Last 2, and warrior 3, alternating your legs, reaching 2 arms forward and coming back. Try 3 more, balanced hip stability. We're going to try 1 more on each side. I want to warm up our core and our back muscles as well. So we're going to finish our warm up with a plank and a body weight row. I'm going to show side view. You can face towards me. The plank could be done on the toes or the knees, and we're just going to be alternating rowing our elbow to the back while we keep our core, our stomach muscles nice and tight. Let's try 12. Press back with your elbow. Alternate your arms. Exhale as you bring that elbow up high. If you're on the knees, not a problem. Right here. Got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Coming on up. First exercise. We're going to do 3 rounds, 10 reps. Take a little break in between each set, and then move on to the next exercise. If you're working with a circle band today, I want to show you how this works. You're going to put this on kind of like you're putting on your socks. So low ankle, To make this exercise easier, you could always take the circle band up higher to above the knees. And when we do these lateral band walks, you're just going to step and keep tension on the band. Now, if you don't have a circle band, gotta work your way out of there. If you don't have a circle band, you're using a flat band or a resistance tube with me. What you are going to do is step on this and create space between your feet. So there's tension between your feet. You could take your hands up here on hips, or my favorite, I like to crisscross the handles, and then I like to pull it up. That's probably the most advanced variation, but you can always keep it lower. We're going to do 2 steps to the left, 2 steps to the right. I want you to soften your knees, keep your toes pointed forward. Let's walk. 2, 1, 2, 1. Now, if you have some glute, that's your butt. If you have some glute weakness, you may notice one toe might be turning out like that, and then the band will slip. So keep your toes towards the front. You've got 4 more, then we take a break. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Now you may have noticed as you took steps that resistance between your feet with the band, it got tighter and you ended up doing like a little penguin type of a walk. You might want to spread your feet a little bit wider to start for 2 of 3 sets. This time I'm going to go 2 steps to the right, 2 steps to the left. Let's create space between our feet. Hands here to modify, or crisscross, elbows up. Soften knees, toes ahead, walk 2. 2, 1, 2, 1. So the glute medius, you've heard of the glutes, you know that's your butt muscle. The glute medius is the part of your behind that's the side of your butt. Part that rounds out the jeans. That's what we're working right here. Really great for if you also have some knee weaknesses. I believe this is 10 reps. We're going to take a second to break. You know, group fitness instructors, our one job is to count, and we don't do it well most of the time. So if you were going a little faster or slower than me, make sure you get your 10 reps in and just shake it out. So for those of you with a circle band, you still have it around your ankles or above your thigh, and you're still doing those same steps. So whatever way you like to go, right or left, we're still doing the 2 reps, 2 stepping, walk, walk, and get your band set. This is your last round of this exercise. Soften the knees, 2 steps, whatever direction you want to go in. 1, 2, 1, 2, that's 2. That's 3. And I feel my side butt cheek. Got 4 more. And we're doing an upper body exercise with some balance. We're going to do 2 more, because I think I did it wrong the second round. And rest. Woo, shake out. So how do you feel on the side of those butt cheeks? That's what we're focusing. My second most favorite band exercise is for a muscle group in our upper back, right between the shoulder blades, and I call this a rhomboid band pull apart. Your rhomboids are a group of muscles in your upper back, right between the shoulder blades, and they do the opposite of what your chest does. Your chest rounds you, your rhomboids lifts you and opens up the chest. If you're using a flat band or a tube with me, you're going to wrap it around your hands, create a little lasso. You want tension between your hands, and you want to extend your arms out in front of you. You're going to rip apart with your pinkies, squeezing your shoulder blades, and coming back. Now, one of 2 things, I see it a lot, I don't know why it happens, because of body weakness is why it happens, is people come and do this one. I'm not working anything. Not doing anything. You need to rip apart with open arms. The other thing I see people do is this. If you're getting rid of all the tension in the middle of the reps, you're not doing it right. It needs to come back to slight tension. This is your start point, end point, start point. It's not here. There's no loosey-goosey in the middle of that band. Now, if you're working with a circle band today, what you can do is just come overhead and just do some pulses. Notice it's the back of the hand on that band, and you're opening up. 10 pull aparts, and then we break. Wrap it around your hands, bring it in front of the chest, roll the shoulders back, think fancy fingertips, reaching open, pulling in. If you had a number 2 pencil between your shoulder blades, you would be squeezing. Now it's not coming up here by my face. It's coming low to about my high ribs or just below the bust line. One more time, and rest. So, first 10 reps, I had you do with both feet on the ground. I like to use this one in my classes as an opportunity to give people balance with upper back strength. So if you would like, stand on one leg and 10 rips. Here we go. Rip, pull apart. You should be feeling this in the rear portion of your shoulders and right between the shoulder blades. That's your rhomboids. 2 more times. Last one. Rest. We are going to take balance on the opposite leg now. 10 more reps of the rhomboid pull aparts. Let's shift our weight. And if you feel more comfortable with both feet down, please stay there. Here we go. Open, together. Remember, never getting rid of all the tension. We want to keep some tension on. 5 more, big breath out. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Third exercise is a banded squat. If you're using a flat band or a resistance tube like I am showing today, you want to step, I'm going to go sideways here, step with your feet wide. You can have hands up on hips, or my favorite, bring your elbows in front of the band, send your hips back and down, and drive up. Now you say, hey, I only have a circle band. What do I do, Tracy? Well, this is really cool, again, to work that side butt area. The same thing we do with the lateral band walks. You take your tube, or your circle, sorry, just like you're putting on a pair of pants, or Spanx, whatever, and you want to use it to separate your knees. And you're just going to do a squat, trying to pull the knees open. A lot of times in a squat, I see people go knock-kneed. You're wanting to try to take your kneecap out just a bit and send your hips back and down. So that's 2 ways that you could use your resistance band if you only have a circle band or only have a band like this. 3 sets of 10. Pick your favorite option for arms. And here we go, shin tuck slightly. Drive your hips back and down. Like you're gonna sit in a chair and you're gonna stand up from the chair. Now you're not thrusting the hips too far forward. You're making sure your hip bones land right under your shoulders. When you stand, don't lock knees, hold up, wait. 2 more sets. I'm gonna show this one from sideways. And if you're using that circle band, hopefully you're feeling the outer portion of your thighs. Let's go ahead, get ourselves ready. Second of 3 sets. Here we go. Down and up. Whenever I do a squat, I think about squeezing my butt muscles into my pelvis. You have 4 more here. Last 2. Last one. And pause. Last block coming up. If you wanted to play with the spacing in between your feet, you may notice it feels different for, quads, glutes. outer thighs. Let's get our third set done. Pick your favorite arm variation and send your hips back and down. A lot of times when people's knees hurt them in a squat, they're pushing their knees too far forward, so you really want to concentrate on pushing the butt back. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1, and pause. Okay, exercise 4. For this one, if you have a flat band, you may want to wrap and lasso each end of that band around your hand so you have a really nice handle to curl with. If you have a banded tube like me, not going to be too much of a problem. We're going to curl 1 forward, 1 side. I like this combo. A lot of times when I have people in class, they're not used to the band, they do this sort of thing. They bring their elbows way back. I don't know why that happens, but you want to keep your elbows right at your sides and curl your fists up, curl your fists up. Now this one would be hard for you guys with the circle band, but something cool you could do with the circle band is you can get it around your forearms, and if you had weights, you could just curl here. Just a different muscle activation, but I am showing with handles today. So I'm going to start with my right foot in the tube, and this tube's actually a little bit light for me, so I'm just going to wrap a little bit. So I'm going to curl 1 forward, 1 side, 1 forward, 1 side. The bands are versatile, so if you wanted to change this into a hammer curl, you could. Basic curl, palms up, you can do that too. And we're doing 10 combos, in case you didn't figure that out. 2 more combos, squeezing the front of your arm, and pause. So having 1 foot on your tube makes things a little bit easier. Next round, I'm going to show a little bit harder. If you wanted to still do 1 foot, change your lead leg. To go a little bit more tension, take your feet both on the tube and combo again. Here we go. Center, side, center, side. Just hitting our biceps. That's the front of our arm from a couple different angles. Control down, don't let yourself snap back down. Control it. 2 more combos. Last one, pause. So last set, I'm going to show how to make this a little bit harder, but if you don't want to make it harder, you don't have to. To make it harder, I make the tension worse, right? So I spread the feet, and I could crisscross the handles to create even more tension. You want to keep a soft kneecap here, no locked out knees. Combo 10, front, side. And hopefully in the video you can see my tension is increased quite a bit by making these adjustments. So even if you have 1 band and you've kind of gotten stronger over quarantine, like this one isn't doing much for me, you can make your exercises harder by doing something like this. Widening the feet, crisscrossing, and pause. Cool. My last exercise is a glute kickback. Now, because this is unilateral, I'm just going to do it 1 time on the right leg, 1 time on the left leg, but we're going to do more reps. So if you have a circle band, you most certainly can put it around your upper thigh, just like when we did the squats or the lateral band walks, and you can do a little kickback with us. It's going to be more awkward in the circle band though. So I would recommend, if you do not have access to a band with handles like this, body weight. Kicking back. What do you do if you have a flat band that does not have handles like this? What you could do is you could tie a little loop for yourself so that way you have a foot, a place to put your foot. Don't tie it like how I just showed. Actually, you're going to have to do something kind of like this, where you fold it maybe halfway down then loop, and then you'd have a little place for your foot for the kickback. If you're working with a handled tube or band like I am, watch, pick one leg, doesn't matter, we're going to do both sides. Place your handle on your shoe. Don't let your foot go lazy, because if your foot goes lazy, the tube is just going to slip right off and you're going to be frustrated trying to get it back on. So keep a little bit of a flex, bring it behind you. This same side hand creates tension for our butt to work against. You're going to come down, all fours, box position, and you're going to keep tension in the foot as you kick back. So stabilize yourself. If you're still working, getting into it, that's fine. We're actually going to do 20 reps on the leg that you're on now, and then we'll switch it over, do 20 reps on the other leg. Keep your abs in. We're ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's go. Push it back, push it back. So I'm squeezing straight back, and if you wanted to change the stimulus just a little bit, you could bring your knee in towards the floor and kick up on an angle. If you don't like that, just kick straight back. 10 more. You're still going to work your butt muscles either way. Keep your neck long. You have 5 more for this cheek. 3, 2, and change. I'm going to sit down and change up my legs. Swap it through. I'm going to turn myself around to get a different view of the room, but if you want to stay where you are, that's fine. Remember, no lazy toes. That's when our band slips right off. Keep the core tight, and we're going to go in about 5 seconds. So get yourself situated. 4, 3, 2, and go. If you don't feel like there's enough tension, you can choke up on that band and create more for yourself. If it's too much tension, vice versa, you just let some of that slack go so you have less tension. You have 10 more squeezes. Remember, you can come up high, or you can kick straight back. 4 more. Last 2, and 1. And go ahead, come on up to standing. I hope you have enjoyed today's mini band class. Just a little something to show you some exercises you could add in to your regular workout. I know with the shutdown, gyms are still closed inside, and a lot of health equipment places that you buy stuff from, stores. Like, what's that thing we can't go to? Stores. They're out of dumbbells. I've called around a lot of different places to try to get myself some heavier dumbbells, and places are just wiped out. So bands are a great thing to incorporate into your home gym. You can still find these pretty easily online. So hopefully that helps you out. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you later in the week for another Boxy Pilates. Okay, thank you.